Gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of Gaz's Elite 8 update. Home and away season done for us, and we're into finals for 5 successful people. Well done to those that made it. Bit unfortunate for the ones that didn't, but as always, next year, hopefully next year we will have a non-asterisk year, and it will be an enjoyable year. This has been an enjoyable year anyway, but let's hope it's a little bit fairer next year. This week's episode, going to review just a quick review of the last week of the home and away season. I don't think it mattered too much for anyone, except for maybe Jess and Tom's game and Mitch as well, I guess. But other than that, I'll just get stuck into the finals. I might have some waiver pickups and whatnot, but let's go. I've also got a special guest that will be joining me at some point, so there might be a little bit of editing that has to occur by me. So I apologise for the lateness of this week's episode, but I'm going to crack it open with a fresh tinny. Enjoy. How good, mother's milk. All right, let's look at the week that has just passed. I printed out some paperwork, but I didn't really print that one out because I wasn't going to spend too much time on it. Here we go. A few fixture. Round 13 saw the Didax comfortably deal with Barbecues Trelaw. Dan, I think, just needed to win that one to cement top spot. I think he already had it, so it didn't matter too much. I played Henners in a pretty much dead rubber. I needed to make up about 4% and win. Didn't do either. So that's my season in a nutshell. Big scores from Henners, but too little too late. Adam had the bye. Didn't put up a very good score, but that doesn't matter. He played the bye. Got the percentage he needed to finish second on the ladder. Josh the Sash versus Hogan's Cousins. John put up a good score, which hurts me to say. But didn't really matter too much. Mitch got through on... Where's my ladder? I didn't print it out. Mitch got through on percentage regardless. So that was pretty good for him. And then the big game, Tom versus Jess, a must-win game for Jess to make finals. This would have been the match of the round had it meant something more to the rest of the league. But Tom too good, putting up 18-21 to Jess's score there. 18-21. There's some pretty big scores going into finals from the final teams, I guess you'd say. Our finals teams got 18-46, 18-21, 18-54, 15-95 and 15-19. So some big scores there from the top 5. Let's go on to who's actually playing each other this week. I don't know if Jess probably doesn't know how to navigate, how to do it. The frostbite might be keeping him up, not being able to do it. So, look, I'll just go through and explain the finals process from this week. It's a top 5 series, so Dan finishing on top comfortably gets the week off. Well done to the minor premier. History shows that it's almost a position you don't want. Adam finished second, which means he plays John. Both have a double chance. And then 4th versus 5th, which is Tom versus Mitch. Winner goes through, loser is out. So the winner of Adam and John will play Dan. The loser will play the winner of Mitch and Tom. So pretty self-explanatory from there, from the first round. Good luck to those competing. You've had a few waiver requests and whatnot from this week. I see Adam picked up Michael Gibbons from Carlton, let go of Gary Rowan. Gary Rowan, good when he's on, but he's off far too often to sort of justify keeping him, I guess. The Didax have rotated rucks, got rid of the big Nank and brought in McAvoy, which, look, I think he needed a ruck, so that's not a bad option, I guess. Hogan's Cousins got rid of Aaron Norton and brought in Sinclair. Not a bad pickup there. Dual position player, so don't mind that at all. Tom brought in Zach Fisher. got rid of Stringer. Zach Fisher against Collingwood this week, could kick a couple, gets a bit of it, plays to the midfield, similar to Michael Gibbons, really. Adam picks up Taberner, had some good weeks of late, gets rid of Noah Anderson, who, look, has been good for the last month, but struggled a little bit against a superior side in Carlton. And Mitch finally gets rid of Laddams after his COVID suspension and brings in Duggan as a defender. So that's the movement it was when I printed this out at work today. Don't tell Burnsy. And as I look now, no other changes either. So that's that. I've touched on that. Oh, I did have that. What do we got? Have I got? I touched on last week the total points against the ladder. I'd just like to congratulate Dan on the double crown of most points for, and also winning the minor premiership. So that's well done. If I go to, I didn't print it out, but I'm just going to do it on the fly. 1 second, gents. What's working for me? No, that's not working for me now. Okay, it's not letting me do it on my phone now, so I apologise. I was going to do total points against because you guys know how much that grinds my gears, but unfortunately the app's not letting me do it at the moment. So I'll give it one more crack, see what it does. Head to head. Points against. If you go for points against, Hennes took the leaderboard of points against, so that's nearly sums up his season as well as myself, points against. So I finished second in the points for and second in the points against. So that sums up my year. Just not good enough when it comes down to myself and Hennes not playing the bye twice. Also probably doesn't help too much. Hennes finishing strong helps his season and probably going into next year. Not this season, I guess. This season's done, so sorry, mate. But yeah, John nearly won the minor premiership for least amount of points for, but unfortunately he was topped by Adam. Only just. So there you go. All right, I'm sort of mumbling a bit tonight, but that's what happens when you have a hard day in the office. Not really, anyway. Let's review the week to come. So like I said earlier, we have Tom versus Mitch in the knockout final. Should be a good game. Projections have them very close, has Tom just winning. But I think there will be some changes to both teams. Both teams have 2 byes, so there'll be an even number of players playing for the round. Tom's team, as I've also got towards the end of the year, is very GWS. Oh, it's actually not anymore. He's only got 2 GWS players, so he's helped out in that respect. GWS were poo on the weekend, so they might need a bounce back against Fremantle this week. He's got Zach Merritt tomorrow night. Ridley's been good this year as well. Wingard, Shuey, Stanley, some good games early, and finishing the round with Bowes or Bowes. I'm not sure how you actually say that name. I don't watch enough Gold Coast games. Taylor Adams and Pendlebury both could put up monster scores for him. Versus Mitch, who has Tim Kelly, Dangerfield, Menegola in the earlier games. Liberatore has been good of late, so that's good for him. Connor Rosier, I'm not sure how I feel about him. A little bit overrated in some aspects. Perryman's doing good things. Clayton Oliver's been great for him. Goldie's been great as well. Jai Simpkins been very good. I do question the selection of Davies Uniacke. I'm not sure how he did last week, and I can't remember looking it up, but he's one that may be on the chopping block for young Mitchell. But my tip this week is... I'm going to go Tom. I think Mitch has come home hard, but I'm going to go Tom. going on last week's form, I think Tom is a bit more hungry for the finals this week, being a former premier as well. I think he wants to get back that mantle, but it's going to be a close one. We'll be eagerly watching. On to the next final, which is between the Prestigia Homosexuals versus Josh the Sash. This one could also be a very close game. Adam's been struck down with injuries and has reminded me about it several times at work. However, he still does have Tom Mitchell in the early game, who could go huge versus the dismal Essendon. Devon Smith was a good pickup this week. Wonder where you got that idea from. Nick Vlosten as well could go very big versus West Coast, but it is versus West Coast, and you just don't know what West Coast are going to turn up. Like I said, he's hung with him all year through the ups and downs. Capable of big scores versus Sydney. Could go huge, but you just don't know what you're going to get. Tabernar comes straight into his best 18, sorry. Setterfield always good, well, always has been good of late. Petrarca, another one who has been amazing all year for him, as has Maynard. He's been amazing for him. Dumont's been great in his team since he came in. Just a bit unlucky as far as the bye. Almost going to be a bit tough with the outs that he does have with the big O, Jared Lyons, both out, and Treloar being injured. So that's going to be tough. John has my favourite player, not Andrew McGrath. Not sure. Look, Hawthorn Essendon could be a very good game. It could be a lot of rough and tough as old, but the fans not being there may change that. So McGrath, I'm going to predict, has a bad game. Parrish as well, he'll have a bad game. But Guthrie's been very good for John this year, as has Bailey Willens. Mitch Wallace kicks goals for fun these days. Travis Boak is career best form almost in line for the Brownlow. Nat Fyfe, if he can get back to playing some consistent footy. Ed Kerno is another one who's been pretty good. Lukosius is a good pickup for John as well. I hate to say it. Interestingly, looking at John's bench, he picked up Gary Ablett. I don't think, you can correct me if I'm wrong with this one, Dan, I don't think that he will be playing in the finals series this year. In the Supercoach final series, might I say. I think he'll be there for the finals, AFL finals, but not for Supercoach. So that might be one that you look to get rid of, John. I don't know why I'm giving you advice. I hope you fucking keep him and lose, you dumb cunt. Sorry, a bit far. My tip for this one, however, is I'm going to go with John. I'm sorry, Adam. I think it almost might be in your favour to potentially lose this one. But that pretty much goes for my review. I've got a special guest which has just sent me a message, so he'll be back. One sec. Welcome, John, to Gaz's Elite 8 update. I guess most of the participants in this league would be surprised to see me have on the podcast. How you going?
Great, thanks, Gaz. Thanks for having me. Hello to all the loyal subscribers out there. So very happy to join you, and it's a surprise to me as well. So see how we go.
So let's talk about your year. What a great year it's been. Like, you've just had so many big scalps. You've put up so many enormous scores, and you've beaten so many great teams. So let's talk about it.
Guys. I really appreciate that. It's obviously come down to my hard work and great coaching skills. I've got a few tips out there for you to share.
I think you've been preparing some notes, and you actually watched last week's podcast in preparation for it. Again.
I did. I rewatched it just to check your facts.
Okay.
But, I did some research and I couldn't find anything wrong with your facts.
Well, I will give you that you did beat Mitch, and he's another finals team. So well
Yeah.
done, well done.
Thanks.
But you
Thanks
still
very
did
much.
manage
Yeah.
the second least amount of points against for the year.
Yeah. So I don't know who did the draw, but yeah, thanks for sorting that out.
I'm sure you had something to do with it, considering you're a cheat, like as always.
I'd just like to point out, though, that my second half of the season has been phenomenal. So I think I've definitely outscored your team. I'm not sure about IS or anything like that, but I think from from round 7, I'm undefeated and outscored you by about 700 points.
Oh, so you've just crunched the numbers there, have you?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, well, I kind of went to poo the second half of the season. I don't think I've won after round 7, so.
Exactly. So it's all
But
about.
I guess it helps when you play the bye again after round 7 too.
Exactly, and when you play the bye in the bye rounds as well, when you don't have your players playing. So
yeah, it's all just fallen away, hasn't it?
yeah.
And even this week versus Adam, you happen to play Adam with 3 bye players to your 1. So that's fallen off.
That's the thing. I think it's critical to understand that you need to have a full team on the field. Like your players aren't necessarily that good that you have to keep them for every week. Like 10 points here or there compared to 70 points for your player on the field is a big difference. So
Is that why
that's been my strategy. Here's a backup just in case.
The backup. You know he's still in Melbourne, yeah?
Yeah, for the grand final when they get there.
Oh, okay. You're planning big, are you?
May as well.
You know what I might do? I might give you a quick pop trivia on some of your players to see if you actually know
Okay.
Super Coach. This is just on the fly. I haven't prepared this at all.
Oh.
Let's go. This particular player that I have brought up was drafted in the 2016 draft.
There's lots of them.
Okay. He was recruited from the Sandringham Dragons.
Smith from Bulldogs.
Incorrect. He has played 76 games for his current team.
No idea. It could be any one of 6 players.
Was number
Maybe
1 in the 2016 draft.
Number 1 in 2016. Oh, that's McGrath.
Oh, yeah. Well done!
I know him.
Oh, yeah. What number does he wear?
1.
I don't actually know the answer to that. So
I think
yes, he does wear number 1. He does wear number 1.
Thank you. There you go. Surprise.
It took you 3 times to get your prized possession.
He's been an outstanding performer, by the way. So.
Oh, yeah. Outstanding. Yep. Like I said, you wouldn't even know who he played for if he didn't play for Essendon.
Probably not, but I still don't regret drafting Darcy Parish. I think he's been a...
Yeah, you got him quite late, didn't you?
Yeah, a decent late pick. So.
Yeah. I'll look that up now, actually. Yeah, I'm fairly sure you did. I think I can look at that quickly. Hang on.
I can specifically remember you laughing at me for picking him up. So
you got him with your 6th pick compared to.
That is pretty high. Yeah.
Well, I took Gary Ablett with my 6th pick.
Yeah, yeah.
No, a fit Gary Ablett, Darcy Parish.
Yeah.
No, but it's all good fun, John.
Yeah.
There's no malice in any of my potting, because I'm sure you're aware. I've got the asterisk on my shoulder for you, though. That's yours right there.
I'll get the plaque ready for
I'm surprised you don't have it with you right now.
I actually just pulled it out of storage the other day. So
It'll be on the wall, like on that wall behind you.
Yeah, sure. That was a very good idea. Next
I would have been rubbing it in my face like there's no tomorrow. Missed opportunity there, John.
Maybe you can replicate the footy show and have the grand final coaches on when you
Look,
for the
that idea has actually been proposed to me. So I'm going to try and do something similar and have like a 3-person Zoom and me down the bottom and them 2 up the top. So
yeah.
we'll see how
Look
we
forward
go.
to that.
It won't
That
be
should
you,
be good.
so it doesn't matter.
Yeah, we'll see. It's been a good year. It's been a good year.
Well, been a good year for some. But what do you think of your chances this week versus Adam?
I think realistically, my chances are probably pretty good, considering he's got a couple of zeros on the field, and his form of late hasn't been great either. So yeah, look out.
Then you go on, if you are successful, to play Dan.
Yeah. So obviously, it takes my best game and Dan's worst game, like what happened in last year's grand final. So
But
you never know on the day.
Opportunity with the way the top 5 works. If you basically have 2 chances to lose.
Yeah, exactly.
So if you
2
lose,
chances to beat Dan as well. So.
That's also true. Yep. There you go.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think that's all I've got. Unless you want to pop me or something like that. Anything else that?
No, I'll save it for next year when we're versing each other again.
Hopefully next year we make the league is a little bit fairer and there isn't 2 buys, or even if there is 2, everyone gets it twice, which it would have worked out had it not been a COVID affected year.
Yeah. Just one question: Did you play the buy twice?
No.
No. Okay.
That's why I'm a very anti-buy person. If I'd played the buy twice, I would have probably tried last week and I would be in the finals right now. Because my percentage would have been better than what Mitch's is.
Exactly, yeah. Oh.
But that's footy.
So it is.
The very bets were not very good this year. So
exactly.
But yeah, I think that's all I've got for you, John.
Thanks for having me. It's been great. So.
We might chat in a few weeks' time if you are successful.
Excellent. Good night, all.
Cheers. Cheers for joining.
Bye.
How good was that? Me and Mr. John cheating, him having the option to rebut last week's spray. But he chose not to. He did a little bit. He did the numbers. But look, what can I say? Well done, John, making finals. I'm not sure I'm really going to go Gaga on anyone this week. I'm not sure. I could go Gaga on myself again, but I think you've seen enough of that. I don't know if there's anyone I haven't gone Gaga on this season, sorry. If I have, please remind me in the comments, or send me a message, slide into my DMs, as they say. I'll go through the usual texties and see what people want to talk about. What's they said? All right. Sorry, guys. A lot of dead time. My finals dark horse. Well, I'm not sure there really is a dark horse. I'd say if Mitch was successful this week, he would be my dark horse. He's put up some big scores towards the end of the year, but I'm not quite sure he'll be successful this week. There will be no wooden spoon presentation this evening from myself. Maybe we'll do that in an awards ceremony on grand final week. I don't need to talk about John's fixture because you guys know my opinion on that. What about... biggest pretender in finals? Go with John. He's beaten no one. So, yep, John, you're a pretender. You probably will win this week, but you're still pretending. I think Dan will do you next week, and the week after that, Adam will be at full strength and beat you, so that's fine. that's about all I've got for this week's episode. I'd just like to give a shout out to our interstate viewers. We know you're there. Thanks for the support. Hope all's going well in Queensland, Dan. You've got a little bit more freedom than what we do in Melbourne here. So lap it up while you can. Hopefully you're there a little bit longer and Geelong can feature in the finals for you. Also like to congratulate Frosty on the new one that's on the way. Hopefully it's a little bit taller than you are and doesn't get frostbite. So all the best for that. Well done to you and the family. As Tom said, you're not a virgin anymore. So well done, sharpshooter. But yeah, that's all I've got. I don't think I've missed anything. No joke. Apart from John, he's a joke. But yeah, as always, everyone stay safe. Reach out if you're not feeling yourself. And yeah, go Blues. The Baggers. Go Blues versus Collingwood. Oh, that's what I will say. I think a few of us, Carlton being myself, and Collingwood supporters are going to do a Zoom chat during the Carlton-Collingwood game on Sunday afternoon. It is a Channel 7 game, so no excuses for those that don't have Foxtel. Have a few beers, and we will go from there. But I might finish this beer off because it seems like the right thing. You guys can sit there watching me drink, I reckon. How good are the boys? Seriously. How good are they? It's the Baggers. The Flaggers. Can't wait to beat Collingwood this week. Anyway. Cheers. I think I've had enough. I will speak to you guys later. All the best. Go Blues.